Oh, I fear this video is a cry for help. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's without a doubt a cry for help. Oh my word. Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I don't know what has happened these past few weeks, but my instant TBR is disgusting. Like, it's actually criminal. I think an instant TBR shouldn't have anything less than like 15 to 20 books in a dream world. However, I have been so busy. I've done the book spots with the girls, I've bought a few new books, and I've just dumped everything onto my instant TBR. Also, I've not gone through it. So at the same time as me having loads on there, literally 2 weeks ago, I had a little sobbing fit on my TikTok when I was trying to pick my next read, saying I have no good books on here, yet there were still 25 books there. So let's go through, let's sort, let's compile. I'm also a bit embarrassed of like how many books I seem to have accumulated over the past, I don't even know, like it's getting out of hand. I feel like I need to do one video of this is going to be my instant TBR and maybe another video of de-hauling again, because obviously I do book spots with girls. So basically this is how I get all my books. One, I'll do the book spots with my best friends and we'll give each other books, and yeah, so I've got quite a lot of books of theirs, and then obviously I'll buy books myself, and then over a while I just seem to be outrun with books, and I'm going to be honest, it's giving me a little bit of a messy head at the moment. So sort my instant TBR out with me. I have literally just filmed a video of all my instant TBR in the other room because I actually keep it in my sister's old room. So insert a clip here. So this is where I keep my immediate TBR, but like, look at that, it's overflowing. I can't even see what's on it because I've accumulated that many books in the last few weeks. And then we also have, oh my god, 4 whole big boxes of books that I have not read. And then I've moved everything into here, into my bedroom, so we can sort it out. My plan is 20 books. We're going to try and narrow this down to 20 books that I will be reading over the next few weeks. I also do go on holiday in 6 weeks time, so I do want to save some good books for that. But let's get into it. Let's review everything. These are all the ones that I currently have on my instant TBR at present. Let's go through them first and decide if are we actually going to read them. Starting off strong, we have A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This has been on my instant TBR, if I'm not even joking. Honestly, take a shot every time I say instant TBR. About a year, my friend gave this to me. I do think this could be a good one for my holidays because, yeah, this one would be a good one for my holiday because it'd be a nice palette cleanser. I'm going to Mexico for 2 weeks, so I'll be taking like 14 books. So this will be something different because I don't really read fantasy. So I feel like I need a holiday TBR, and oh my god, this is so messy. Okay, I'm going to make a separate pile for anything that I think would be good for my holiday, and I think this would be good for my holiday. So I'm going to put that holiday pile. There we go. We have a cinnamon Spice Inn by Harper Graham. This one is actually an ARC, but it's out now. It was published on the 28th of August, but obviously I don't want to read it then because it's like, it's given cozy, it's given autumn, so I really wanted to wait till then. So that is definitely going in the pile because it's the perfect season to be reading this book. We also have Loving Romeo by Laura Pavlo, which my friend Liana said she didn't really rate this book, but everyone on TikTok raved about it and everyone still recommends me to pick this up and to read it. So I feel like I need to put it on my instant TBR, but then I'm also worried that we're getting we're not doing a very good job at cutting this back. Okay, maybe we'll just go with my gut, and then if we need to cut back, we can make cutbacks at the end. But then we also have, is this the second one? Right. It's not. Fall into Temptation. Oh no, because it says also by. Oh, I don't know. I think this is the second one. I think it is the second one. I'll have to Google it after. Fall into Temptation by Lucy Scott. It's, I want to say, I'm hoping, the second book in a Blue Moon romantic comedy series. So, I bought the first book in this, which was No More Secrets, about 2 years ago, and I paid about £14 on Amazon for it, because this is when I was entering my book era and everyone raved about Lucy Scott. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to buy. And I liked the book, but listen, I paid £14 for it and it wasn't worth £14 and I couldn't see past the price tag. I'm a stingy woman. If I pay £14 for a book, I want it to be 6 stars. I want it to bend me over money. Do you know what I mean? I want to have a fantastic time. I want to be there. I want to be present. I want a 3D movie effect for my £14. I didn't experience that with the first one, but then when I seen this in the works for £3, I was like, okay, maybe this can be my non-biased opinion on this series. Lucy Scott, for me, is just not an author I would ever gravitate towards. So I do want to try more of her books. Also, this series at the moment seems to be in the likes of the works and in Asda and things like that. So I'm like, this is the time where I really need to try it to see if I need to buy the rest of the series. So it's a small town romance as well. The only thing that bothers me, I don't know whether this is the case for all of Lucy Scott's stuff, because like I say, I don't really read her books that often, is that it's not dual point of view. And that bothers me. But it's given autumn, therefore it's going to stay in the instant TBR pile. Okay, right, we have this series, which I bought it the other day and I've kept the card so I can remember which one. See, like, it's not even organised. What the hell? I've just got books everywhere. Right, let's get them in a little bit of a pile, okay? Is that all of them? No, because I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing a 4th. It's there. No, it's not. What the hell? Oh, it's there. Ah, found it. Right, it is the Kings of the Ice series by, I'm really sorry, I can't pronounce that name, so I don't want to butcher it, but this is the series. I picked it up as a box set from the works and everyone said, I'd never heard of it, but then all comments on my TikTok were how good this series was. So I was like, okay, go on the garden, I'll give it a go. And I actually thought this could be a good one to take on my hollybobs, but I also want to take the DC Stars away. I want to buy that. So I'm like in a bit of a, because it's obviously this is sports romance, the DC Stars is sports romance, and without a doubt, I'm not just going to take 4 books that I've never read the author of, never heard that much about, without at least trying one book before I go away. So I think we definitely need to put the first book in my instant TBR. The first book is Meet Your Match. This one. So for now, that can go. Do I put the first 2? Oh my god, I've just seen Single Dad as book 3 and the little trope card. Yes, please. Can I just skip to book 3? Do I put... Right, okay. Watch Your Mouth. That's book number 2. That can go in the instant TBR as well. And for now, these will be a no. Oh, then we have this series, which is, again, a highly, highly anticipated series that I've been so desperate to read. I started the first book last night, got 50 pages in, so I can't give you, honestly, an opinion. But, do I just read do I just read the first book? Or do I save the rest for my holidays? Do I just see if I like the first book? See, this is the issue. No. Let's put... Which one's the next one? This is the one that I started last night. The next one in the series is Delicate Escape. Let's put that one in the instant TBR. And then leave the rest. Because my friend's still reading them at the moment. So I only have the first 3 books. So let's put the other one aside for now. And then we also have... I feel like, we've got so many different things going on. We also have a few dark romance books as well. So these are everything that I've got in my instant TBR. That, I think that's dark romance as well. Yeah. And I feel so overwhelmed. I'm going to feel so much better once I've got all this sorted. So these are all the dark romance books that I have in my instant TBR. And I'm like, obviously, I feel like I want to get more in my dark romance era because it's never something I gravitate towards, but then when I read one, I do enjoy them. My issue is, I read the first one for this series. It's the Sophie Lark, A Brutal Birthright series, and it's a dark mafia romance. I read the first one so long ago that I've never gone to pick it up again because I'm like, well, I've probably forgot. So if anything should go on my instant TBR, it should be these, because this one and this one, I think I've got another one somewhere. These are standalones. These are the Never After series by Emily McIntyre. So these are based on fairy tales, but they're not, because they're actual real life people. So I can't explain it because it sounds really bad when I explain it like that. But the first one that I read was like Captain Hook, except it isn't Captain Hook. It's a normal person who is like, I can't even remember it. But it's basically, I'm doing such a bad job at explaining it, oh my god. You get the gist. You actually, can you just get the gist? Because I can't explain it, I'm not very good at explaining myself. Basically, yeah, it's fractured fairy tales. So it's the story of like Captain Hook, but it's not, it's real life people that are like basically in the mafia or some shit like that. So I feel like the standalones would be good for my holiday. So maybe I'll put them in the potential holiday pile. And then in reality, I should read one of these. So which is the next one in the series? Is it Brutal Prince? No, it's got to be one of these. Stolen Her is the next one in the series. So I'm going to put that there for a palette cleanser, and that is going to be my task. I'm going to read this book. And if I don't like it, then I can give the whole series back to my friend. That seems fair. That seems fair. So that is not going into the pile. And then we also have, my friend gave me this, which is a dark fantasy romance series. She said the second one in the series was absolutely fantastic. I actually think she said it was a 5-star read. I feel like clearly she's in a fantasy era, because her dark romance era, because that is who I'm getting all these dark romance books from. So maybe we'll just put book number 1 if I ever fancy something a little bit different, because at the moment I've read like 4 back-to-back small-time romances, so I feel like one of these dark romances could be a nice palette cleanser. So we obviously don't need book 2, so that can go in the no pile. Now we have some summer books here, like that. I'm not going to read that anytime soon, am I? No. So that's a no. And then we also have this one, which, oh my god, Megan Quinn, Bridesmaid Undercover. I bought this from the works. I am obsessed with Megan Quinn. Like, Megan Quinn, I feel like I'm your number 1 stan. Like, I just absolutely love your books. However, the works only had book number 2. And I didn't know it was book number 2 because I don't know about anyone else's The Works. I don't get signal in there. So I picked this one up without knowing it was book number 2. And my friend actually has book number 1 because she managed to get that from TK Maxx. So for now, this can go in the no pile until my friend reads the first one. Also, the front cover is given like a very good holiday read, would you not say? So for now, this is going in the no pile. And then we have Light Lark, which I've heard mixed reviews on, but I have had it for quite a while. But isn't it, I think Light Lark, isn't it like 3 love triangle? Like, we've just finished the Samurai Too Pretty. Do I need another love triangle? Do I need another love triangle? I'm also like, I feel like I need one or the other. I don't know whether that's just because the cover's the same. It might not have anything remotely inside. That is the similar. Do you know how hard it is to pick your instant TBR when you also go into books blind and don't read blurbs? But I just go off what people tell me, so I do tend to know a little bit. Right, for now, we'll put them both in and then we'll count towards the end and see how we're going to get on with that. We also have Savour It by Tara Jewett. Tara Jewett, I love her writing. I've only ever read one of her books, which was Rootbound, an incredible small town romance. I'd actually say it's based on a ranch, and I'd actually say you just need to go and read it, because I don't know why it's so overlooked. I don't know why we don't speak about it. It is, for me, up there with the likes of Elsie Silver. That book is incredible. And then this is another one of her books. And my friend said it was good, but it wasn't as good as Rootbound. But I've just seen on the front, Summer Won't Last Forever. Is it going to be... Is this going to be Second Chance? But then Summer Won't Last Forever, potential holiday read, am I right? No, I'm going to put it in because I do really want to read that. I'm going to put that in my instant for now. Then we have Wicked Surf by Grace Riley. I don't see me reading this anytime soon, because I think is this like the 4th book? I don't even know. I don't actually know. I was loving this series, like die-hardly loving this series, and then the last one that I read of this one, whatever the book is before this, I hated it. Like, I actually hated it. So I DNF'd it, and then I've never wanted to pick this book up. And I do have a few... No, we've got other sports romance options, so we don't need that, do we? So that's a no. Okay, I feel like we're doing quite well. No. I read the first 2, loved them, but for some reason, never going to pick this one up, and I really don't know why, so that's going to be a no for now. And then we have Beneath the Stars, which is by Emily McIntyre. It's the first one in the Sugar Lake series. However, my friend said it's quite similar to this one, and not similar, but I think there's other things going on than just romance, which is what this Spiral Falls series is. But she said this is the best. So read this first and then maybe go into this one. But she also said, I'm sure she said, the first 3 books are second chance romance, which I absolutely despise. I hate second chance romance. Also, it's the same author as the Never After series that we were speaking about earlier. So for now, this one is going to be a no. It's going to be a no. Okay, making progress. Tessa Bailey, Picture Perfect. For me, this series has been Tessa Bailey's best work. Without a shadow of a doubt, I have loved this series. I didn't particularly like the most recent one in it, but I'm excited to read this one. I know absolutely nothing in terms of tropes, like I can't remember, but of course, that's gone in my instant TBR. I almost want to save, like, one of these new releases for my holidays, but I don't think I have the willpower, if I'm being completely truthful. Then we also have 2 other books by Lucy Score. I don't know why I keep buying these, because, like I say, like, I don't pick up Lucy Score books. So these are going to be a no, because obviously I have put the Fallen into Temptation Lucy Score into the pile. So we definitely don't need 3, considering I've only ever read, like, 2 other books in my whole entire lifetime. So they're a no. Oh, I feel like we've been quite cutthroat. Queen's Cove series by Stephanie Archer. I'm going to say no. Wow, we're really on a roll. Okay. The Graham Effect by Ellie Kennedy. Now, I feel like I've not reached for an Elle Kennedy book in a hot minute. I'm going to be honest. I just don't think you've beaten the Off Campus series by Elle Kennedy. So I've never really gone for anything else. So, is now the time? Now feels like the time. Let's put her in. Okay. We're doing well. We have Maggie Gates and... Maggie and Landon Gates. They must be siblings. What the hell? Okay, so Maggie Gates is literally like one of my favourite all-time authors. However, it's second chance romance. Do you know the pain that you have when one of your favourite authors releases a second chance romance? Like, it physically knocks you sick. I was really hoping I would just did that, because I thought, given the front cover being like that front cover is so pretty. I thought maybe we're going to get some letters inside, but there doesn't seem to be. But because it's second... I do always, oh. I kind of want to put her on there because I just love her so, no. I love her so much, which is why I wanted to go on my instant TBR, but then at the same time, I hate second chance romance. Liz Tomford literally did a second chance romance, and like, I can appreciate it was good writing, but it just wasn't for me. I'm gonna have to say no, oh my word. And then Seven Summers, page 2. Every Man and the Dog, every time I do, I pick my next read. Everyone just says you need to read Seven Summers. I scream every time you pick it up and then don't read it. So this, I think, is going to go for my holiday potentials. So we'll put that over there. We have The Paradise Problems by Christina Lauren. I don't know why I never reached for a Christina Lauren book, I'll be honest. Like, I have read... Oh, what is the one that we love? What is the one that we love from Christina Lauren? Oh my god, mine's gone blank. Love and Other Words, and I loved it, so why have I never gone for another Christina Lauren book? Maybe, and I've got quite a few of my instances in my other pile of books, so maybe I'll put them there, and I'll say yeah, and then I can give it a go, and if I enjoy it, then I can reach for some of my other ones that are in these big bad boys. Okay. We have Love Unwritten, which, she's chunky. She is so chunky. I think Lauren Asher, for me, she's a very, I don't want to say very hit and miss author. Some of her books I've really enjoyed. Then, no, because I've never said there's been a miss. I've always rated them pretty well, just maybe not as well as the hype, if that makes sense. And the only thing that's kind of put me off is how chunky this book is. But I picked it up on the £1 sale from the works, and every Man and the Dog just said how good it was. So I've just read My Son on the back, and you guys know, if this is Single Dad, I will actually just devour it. And also it's Billionaires, which, this is not screaming Billionaires, what we've picked out, is it? So do you know what? Let's put her on there. Then we also have The Great Alone by Christina Hannah, which, again, everyone just tells me how good it is. So I need to pop my Christina Hannah cherry. Because literally, she is the author of the moment, isn't she? And it's just something so different, so out of my comfort zone. And I'm quite happy with that, because that means so far we've got a few small town romance. We've got quite a lot of small town romances. We've got some sports romance. We've got a dark romance. We've got something a little different in Light Clark. And then we have a billionaire romance in the Lauren Asher book. And then A Great Alone, which is something completely different that I would normally read. So I'm happy with that. We have Emily Henry, Great Big Beautiful Life. However, I need to start my Emily Henry journey. I will be real with you. Like, I've only read 2 Emily Henry books, and only one of them I thoroughly enjoyed, which was People We Meet on Vacation. Absolutely loved that book. But my friend actually said the one book of Emily Henry's that you need to read that will really get you into Emily Henry is Funny Story. So that's what I'm going to do. So for this one, that is a no. Okay. We're doing quite well. So how many books have we got here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books. Oh my word, I'm so happy with that. I'm actually so happy with that. And that's everything on my instant TBR that is currently there. So now, let's put them to a side. And let's take a quick look through these boxes, and see if there's anything that I'm like, okay, yeah, I really, really want to read that. So we have the rest of the Brutal Birthright series, which is what I was discussing before, and I've put the next one in there, so that was good. We have Nightbane, which is the second book of the Light Lark series. So if I'm enjoying them, I can obviously get the second and third book and so on. We have more Emily McIntyre's dark romances, which is quite handy considering I've put 2 potentially in my holiday TBR. We have this, actually. I completely forgot about this. I feel like we heard loads on her, that Maya Sheridan, and then I've not heard anything on her for quite a minute. Let me know, is that worth putting in there? Potentially. We have Funny Story, which is going in there because, like I say, that is apparently the one that you need to read if you want to get into Emily Henry. I think I've read most of these. Yeah. Oh my word, I've read them. Oh, we have this. A cinnamon bun bookstore, which obviously was the book of last year's autumn. Like, I feel like everyone read it last autumn and I just didn't read it. I feel like I had heard a bit mixed reviews on it, but I feel like I've already got a few autumn ones in there. And then obviously I've just read People Watching by Hannah Bowen Young, which was like, the front cover was autumn themed, but I don't think the book was autumn themed in the slightest, if I'm being honest. And oh no, wait, it was Pumpkin Spice Cafe. That's the first one, isn't it? See, look at me. I've literally got book number 1, book number 2, and I've never read a single one of them. That's fun. So maybe not them. Do we have... Do you know what? I think... I didn't fart then. I was just going... I think I'm, like, quite happy to leave it as what we've got at the minute, you know. Because we've got so many new book releases coming out that I don't want to overflow it again and end up in the same situation I was in literally today. So, if I leave it as that, that's a pretty solid instant TBR, isn't it? Funny Story by Emily Henry. The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. The Paradise Problems by Christina Lauren. Elle Kennedy, The Graham Effect. Picture Perfect by Tessa Bailey. Savour It by Tara Jewett. White Lark by Alex Aister. I'm so sorry. Phantasma, God knows, by Kaylee Smith, I want to say. Stolen Her by Sophie Lark. Delicate Escape by Catherine Coles. Watch Your Mouth by Candy Steiner. I'm sorry. And then the other book from that series as well. Fallen into Temptation by Lucy Score. Loving Romeo by Laura Pavlo. And The Cinnamon Spice Inn by Harper Graham. I am happy with that. I feel like that is a good instant TBR. Oh, yeah, I'm happy. And then I think maybe we'll sort through everything else and do an unhauling video. Exciting, because I think it's needed, because I have books, I'm not even joking, coming out of my ears. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please let me know what is on your instant TBR, because I feel like I need some inspiration. I need some inspiration of books to buy for my hollybobs, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I feel so much better. I feel like I've got a clearer mind. I feel like I'm going to have less of a mental breakdown every time I go and pick a new book as well, so that's great news. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe and comment so you can see me reading lots of these and reviewing them. Goodbye!